What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy Alex. I'm back at it again. We're smelling good as a vibe. So today I just want to share with you a few fragrances that I think are little hidden gems, and I'm hoping that you can appreciate these. But definitely since it's summertime, right? And the weather's gotten warmer, it's getting warmer. We want to get out, we want to, socialize, we want to, just be outdoors. So I think some of these fragrances that we're going to talk about today are definitely going to be some good ones that you can use as you are outdoors more often now that it's summertime. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about, Bond Number 9 Island. Bond Number 9 Island. Hey, a really nice light fragrance. I think the basil in this is what really sets it off. So this is one of those fragrances you really have to, spray a few times, maybe like 6 or 7 sprays to make sure that your sillage is really out there, because it's really light. It's more of an intimate up close. But when you're walking around and that scent gets out there, that scent profile, since it's such a light, clean, green fragrance, light green fragrance, hey, it's great for the outdoor time. So I highly recommend this Bond Number 9 Island. I picked this up last year when it came out, and it's just a really nice, soft fragrance that you can wear. And it's obviously, I shouldn't say obviously, it's unisex. So any sex can wear it, but again, not the strongest, but smells very, very nice. Bond Number 9 Island. Next one we're going to talk about, it's Polo 67. Polo 67. If you want to smell like you're back in the 90s, a clean blue fragrance, then this is what you want right here. Definitely like a white t-shirt. Really nice fragrance that you could, if you're a young man, really, I wouldn't say old guy, anybody can wear it. I shouldn't just say young man, but I usually try to, say this is probably a young population fragrance, but it's not. It's just really well done. I really like this fragrance about Polo. I don't own a lot of Polo, but I do own a few, and this is just one of the few that I do like, just because of the crispness of this fragrance, and it's just really nice. So Polo 67, I recommend you get out there and check it out. Next one I'm going to talk about, I think I talked about this in another video, but this is Coconut Lagoon by Gourmand, by Ministry of Gourmand. Coconut Lagoon by the Ministry of Gourmand. Hey, this is really nice. I got this from, I found this fragrance from another reviewer. He posted this out some, earlier this year or late last year. I saw a video that he just kind of mentioned, hey, this is a good one. And for 40 bucks, this is just really a nice fragrance. And the same reviewer, I follow him, he continues to talk about this fragrance, but for $40, you can't go wrong with this. I mean, this smells like Sprite in a bottle. The coconut is just really nice. It's just sweet. Although it doesn't last that long, you probably get like 4 hours out of this. And you have to respray, but you could, try this in the morning or wear it in the afternoon. You can go somewhere. This could be your signature scent that you walk around. You can go to the gym in this. It's very much so versatile, but definitely a summertime banger that is just really, it's just nice, man. I can't say it any other way, but Coconut Lagoon by Ministry of Gourmand. All right, next up, we have Amber Kunjar. Amber Kunjar. If you like plum fragrances, that's what this is. Really nice plum fragrance. Really sweet plum, but not overwhelming. So kind of a light scent, but just different. So if you're gonna be out in an open setting around people within close proximity, not indoors, but outdoors, this is definitely a really nice fragrance that's different than what you're gonna smell from most fragrances that will have people probably turn here like, what do you have on? Unisex fragrance, but this is very, very nice and well done. You see I keep spraying it because I've only worn it once, but I keep smelling it because it's just really nice. So I'm definitely going to be rocking this summer. Just a really well done fragrance. Next up, we have from the House of Mancera, French Riviera. A lot of people have heard of this fragrance, but if you like a marine fragrance, I heard some people say it smells like sunscreen. I don't think that's what it smells like, but just a aquatic, salty, not really salty, but a little salty fragrance. French Riviera is really nice. I let my son try it on the other day. He wore it last week or so. He wore it to school and he was like, man, this just smells great. Everybody has, can I have it? I'm like, no, go buy your own. But anyway, if you want a fresh fragrance, I shouldn't say fresh fragrance, but if you want a fragrance that's great for warm weather, then this is definitely one that you can get your hands on. But really nice, really well done by Mancera, French Riviera. All right, next up, we're gonna go back to the House of Bond number 9. This is Green Point. This came out this year. If you haven't seen my full video on this, you can go back and look at it, but a nice green fragrance. Another soft, light green fragrance that's just really well done. It's really smooth and nice and clean. It's not overwhelming. It's just really done, really well done. And I really like this fragrance. I wore, this is another one, outdoors, around a bunch of people, white tee, some blue jeans or some slacks, and some casual shoes, or dressed up in like a suit, but a daytime suit with a nice little t-shirt under it and some loafers or something. And this is right here will be a banger. This is definitely what that looks like. So Green Point, Bond number 9. Hey, get your nose on it, really nice. Okay, next up, we have Game of Spades, Full House. Game of Spades, Full House. Okay, a clone of Louis Vuitton Imagination, but very close, but half the price, but smells really nice. Not exactly the same, obviously. Imagination has its own thing, but it's very close. So if you like a clean blue fragrance that's really nice, this projects really well too. I wore this a few days ago and I got 7 hours out of it or so on the skin and on the shirt. It's just really nice. And it just reminds you of Louis Vuitton Imagination, but Game of Spades, from the House of Game of Spades, Full House. All right, so next up we have Confection by Paris Corner. Confection by Paris Corner. Unisex fragrance, probably leaning more feminine, but a very sweet, nice, kind of an ambery fragrance, but it's just really well done. Not that expensive, but I heard somebody mention this. I looked it up, saw it on a dealer that it had it on sale. So I went ahead and bought it. And it's just, man, it's just a really nice fragrance. Really sexy. Like I said, sweet, kind of amber-ish. But it's just, I keep smelling because it's really that nice. But I let a friend of mine smell it and they were like, man, this smells dope. So anywho, this is Confection by Paris Corner. Next up, we have Azora. Most Wanted Elixir. This was their new release this year. All right, vanilla, more potent than the other one. Get more hours out of it, probably 6 hours out of this, but really well done. All right, so if you want something that's going to really project in the warm weather and while you're outdoors, right here, Elixir is going to be the one that you want. Really nice. So I definitely think this is worth the buy. And if you want a vanilla, smelling fragrance, here you go. All right, last but not least, we have City Rhythm Manhattan Midnight. City Rhythm Manhattan Midnight. Another sweet blue fragrance, if you want something that's different than what everybody else is wearing, I don't want to say it's complex, but it smells different, but it's a little sweet, but with a little edge to it. And it's more of a sexy, romantic type fragrance. But if you definitely wear this, you're not going to smell like most people on the street. So I would say City Rhythm has done a really nice job with this. And most of the fragrances that I've smelled are pretty nice. I know people like Barcelona and Miami and those, which those do respect in their own right. But this one is just different. And especially for a summertime fragrance, you can really get your bang for a buck for this. But this is really dope. And I just think that it's just really nice. And as you can see, it's a little blue, but it gives you more of a blue fragrance or blue note fragrance. Blue note fragrance. But anyway, City Rhythm, Manhattan Midnight. All right, YouTube family, that's all I got for you today. I wanted to share a few things with you. But before we go, please hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it so I can get more views and I can get more attention to my channel. As you know, that's how the algorithm works. But I like sharing these my ideas and sharing some of the fragrances that I've gone out and purchased based off of the things that I like and based off of things that I smell. And obviously I have more that's coming this year as I go out and purchase more things and I become more familiar with some of the other fragrances out there. But hope you all can enjoy what I share with you today. And if you haven't smelled some of these items, then get out and, check them out yourself. And if you have them, please, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think, good or bad. I'm all about it. But that's what I got. I think these are, 9 or 10 good fragrances that you can purchase this summer or you can use for this summer. So with that being said, until next time, peace.